Hi, welcome to Jimmy D's RC page. Thanks to all of my subscribers and to all the viewers for checking out the video. Today what we're going to be doing is an unboxing. We have the Legend Warbird Series 400mm Eachine Mini Warbird. Now, we've already had a look at the Mini Mustang and the repair that I've done on the undercarriage. If you haven't seen that, check out my video. You can find it on the page. And today we are going to be unboxing the F4U1D Corsair and having a look at what's in the box. So let's get to it. Alright, now I've already taken the tape off the box because I admit I have had a peek without you, but we'll do everything from here together. So immediately as you take it out of the box, it's reasonably well packed. Looks like there's a bit of play in there, so it can move around. But again, with the P51 was only 46 grams without the battery pack, so that's not a big deal. And it looks like on the underside, I've got some bits and bobs taped here. I've got a small Phillips head screwdriver. I've got the undercarriage, a few screws, and it looks like I've got a spare propeller, and I've got the transmitter. Now the transmitter is not held in any particular fashion. There's no tape or anything holding that in, but it was up against the side of the box, so we hope it's going to come out in good condition. There's some tape here that's holding the prop bag, and the undercarriage bag, as well as the tools. Alright, so that can go away. I wonder what the tools are for. Probably for the undercarriage. Alright, looks like we've got some tape there holding in the styrofoam. Yeah, one styrofoam block. You guys can see that okay, right? And another styrofoam block. Oops. That's easy peasy. I'll keep those because when I transport it to and from the field, I mean, it's a ready-made box, so you might as well use it, right? And there we go. There is our product. Looks pretty good. 167 livery. It's actually got a really nice scale appearance. Have a go with that gull wing. Really nice. Nice rounded Corsair tail. Comes out to the point like we're used to. And this is the F4U1D, so it's got the bubble top canopy. I'll just come around and we'll have a really good look at the control horns and how they're set up. Okay, so it looks here like on the rudder, I've got a control horn with just one of those Z-bends in it. Tail wheel is just glued in, just like the Mustang was. It looks like there's a carbon rod there where I've got the hole. I've got carbon reinforcement along the wings, and they've angled those to match the gull wing design, which is a very nice touch. We've also got a carbon reinforcing rod on the stabilizer and the elevator. I don't see one on the rudder, but it does feel, I mean, it's so short, it's not, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Looks like the battery compartment is here, so we'll open that up and see. Oh, I think I'm going to have to get a little hook to get in there. They're a bit fiddly. Yeah, I'll get a little hook to get in there and pull that out. We can see we've got our servo for ailerons there, and that works very nicely, controlling. Of course, if we want to, if we find that we always need to trim it, we can just cinch these little U-bends a little bit more, or we can open them up a little bit if we find that when we fly it needs some trimming. Hinges are all EPO, so not to worry, but we do expect that at some point those hinges are going to fail and are going to need to be replaced. Alright, so it looks good. So we're going to get the hook out so we can have a look at the batteries and have a look at the function. So again, I just got one of these like dentist hook probes type thing. You wouldn't want to use this one in your dentistry, I'm sure. Something a bit cleaner and more fine, but nice handy little hobby tool. Okay, so here we go. We've got one battery pack. Now this was the 3 battery pack option that I ordered, so there should be a couple more. Yeah, there they are. Oh, there we go. Battery pack is finished. That happens every time I take a video of it seems. Yeah, so I've got my 3 LiPo battery packs. These are a 1S, and they're just a 400 milliamp hour 1S battery pack. Now that connector It seems proprietary. I don't know if you can catch that on the video, if that's focusing or not. I haven't found any connector like that except for on these Eachine planes. But it wasn't a big deal. I mean, they should come with a charging pack, and all you have to do, if you've got like a smart charger, which is the better way to go, just hook it up with your smart charger. So I've got my Dean's plug here, and my Dean's plug, all I've done is wire up that proprietary charger to it. So I'll hook up one of these new batteries, and let's see what we get. Let's have a look at the battery meter and see how they ship it, what the charge is during shipping. It should be on storage, right? Something like 3.8 volts. So let's have a look. And it's 3.89 volts on shipping, so that's great. We can even have a go at that right now. But let's check the other two first. Okay, this one is 3.87. And this one is 3.87. Okay, so two at 3.87 and one at 3.9. I'll just use the 3.9 just to get this up and running. So the transmitter itself just takes 4 AA batteries. Transmitter it's cheap, let's be honest. I mean, the whole thing cost me just over $100, maybe 110, 112 with shipping. So, and that's Australian dollars. It's not a big ask. If you keep an eye out, I'll put a link in the description below. I got them off Banggood, and if you keep an eye out, you'll find that, I mean, they're usually going for 130, 140. Even some of the like the P47. I think they've got a P47. That's not Eachine. I think that's Voltamex, and they're selling it for like $160. But if you keep an eye out, these things go on sale, and you can get them for around 100, which is great. So I'll just pop in. I mean, it's so much fun. It's so legal. You take it to the local park and just have a fly, put it on the full gyro, and have a go. So the idea is this one's going to be for my son, so I'm not going to do any mods to it until he has a look and decides what he wants to do. Okay, so there we go. I'll just set the throttle to 0. These all come in mode 2. All right, transmitter is on. There we go, the beep. And now I'll just hook up the battery. There we go. Put that in there. It is a little small for big fingers. It's more for kids. And let's be honest, this is a toy. It's not really it's not really a model. You take this down to the flying field and it's a bit of a novelty, and that's about it. But they're very nimble, very nimble. So good fun. All right. And what I might do, just for the purpose of the exercise, we'll just put that on its main gear, just to have a look at it and see what it looks like with the wheels on. Okay, so it looks like there are little screw holes there as well. So in she goes, 1 and 2. But I won't screw the wheels in for now because I'm not going to fly it at the moment. There it is with the gear, and she sits quite nicely. Quite nice scale look if you want to keep it on your desk. Not so bad. All right. Now, have a look at the ailerons. Yeah, quite happily. A lot of control authority on those. Good throws. Elevator, very small movement on the elevator, and rudder. Okay. Now, to activate your thrust, your propeller, you go full power, beeps, idle, beeps again, and then your propeller should work. Beautiful. Very straightforward. Has a significant amount of thrust. Suddenly all the styrofoam disappears off the desk. And the cool thing about this kit is you've got your switch on the top right hand side of the transmitter. Farthest away from you is no gyros. No gyro effect at all. If you set it to the middle, you get intermediate gyroscopic control. So you can hear the gyros working to try to keep the airplane level, and then set it towards you, and it'll limit it to about 15 degrees angle of bank and 15 degrees angle of climb and descent. And that's all you can do. And the gyros are very responsive and work very well. When you've got it in the air and you're flying, if you want to do aerobatics in either the beginner or the mid setting, what you do is you press this button. So we'll see if we can hear it. You press the button, it'll beep, and then you give it a control input. Once it beeps like that, give it a control input either on aileron or elevator or rudder, I'm not sure which. We'll have to have a look at the manual. Doesn't come with the manual. And it'll do an aerobatic for you. I've seen this Mustang do a roll and a loop. And I think that's what it's limited to. And the roll is quite nice. Usually when you do just a ballistic roll or an aileron roll, you find that the nose will pitch down. But they must have done something whereby they keep the airplane level by giving it a little bit of rudder as it comes over, a little bit of down elevator as it goes inverted, and a little bit of upwards rudder as it goes knife edge again, and then back to straight and level. There's no tendency for the nose to drop at all when it does the roll, and the loop usually finishes at about the same height where it starts. So there's that one. There's a review of the Eachine F4U1D Mini Corsair. Looks like a nice bit of kit, and can't wait to get it in the air. Hopefully we can get somebody to take some video of it. So, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the channel and enjoyed what you see, please like the video, press the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and share it around. I'm always looking to grow my page. And you know what? If you're thinking about getting into this hobby, just start cheap. Start with something like this. It's a fantastic start, not a huge expenditure. You can take it down to your local park, crash it a bunch of times. It's probably not going to get destroyed immediately, and if it does, you're going to learn how to repair these things so that by the time you go to the big foam birds, it's going to be old hat. It's going to be easy, and you're not going to waste all your money repairing an aircraft that's a lot more important and special to you. Get started, get out there, have some fun. Until then, have a great day. Thanks very much.